We back, man. Another episode of With That Being Said, all right? I'm your host, Animal Brown. You know how we get down. It's the only show where you get points for your hot takes. Today, I've got AOKO with me, and I've got Press Play Jones. First to 5 points wins. It's that simple. Let's get to this first topic. We talking Nicki Minaj. Had a little bit of a rough year. Dropped an album to mixed reviews. Had beefs with Cardi. Had subliminals thrown at her on Quavo's album and Meek Mill's album. Jones, are we witnessing the end or the beginning of the end of Nicki Minaj?
No, I don't think this is the end of Nicki Minaj. Nicki just released a song with Lil Wayne that's hard. We just need one good hit out of her and she's back. Don't nobody care that she's a thot. Nobody expected anything more from her. Like, I don't care who she slept with. Actually, like back in the day, Lil' Kim was a hoe. Didn't nobody care that they was talking about faith in the song. It didn't do nothing but boost their career. So why should I care that Quavo and Meek throwing her under the bus? It's just gonna just boosting her up. Social media going crazy for her. More fans. No bad publicity out here. It's all good.
That's a fair point. KO, is Nicki one hit away from being the queen again?
Her being the queen, I don't know. Like, today's age, it's like people are more into your personality to see if they like you, and then it's the music. But if she comes out with a hit, she'd be straight because she has a crazy fan base. But yeah, she just one hit away. But I don't think people are liking the way she's going about things. She's seeming more like a hater. So I think she's like helping her, like she's messing herself up with Cardi because nobody's liking like her personality right now. And Cardi, everybody loves her personality, so that's why she's winning.
Well, you see, she fell back a little bit on Cardi, so like it's just like anything in the news. Like once you hear it once or twice, that junk dies down. Something else pops up. Like Cardi Nicki beef is dying down. Don't nobody care now. Like because there's always something else coming. So Nicki, I see Nicki back on the charts. She's also, her flow is sick. So yeah, she's the best rapper that we have as far as talent wise.
Was Queen Radio a good idea for her?
Is this my question?
Yes.
I like Nicki's personality. Like she's entertaining to me. Like, is it doing crazy numbers? Is it helping her? No, I just think it's like a hobby for her.
All right, KO, you got to take the L on this one.
You didn't let me answer.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a good point.
Maybe I could have came back.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
How did you feel about Queen Radio?
Queen Radio, actually, her numbers are doing well, and Queen Radio is another check. So I feel like another check is helping, and it's one of the top radios shows over there. So she's doing well with it.
Over where?
With Beats
be
Radio.
Specific.
With Beats Radio.
Okay.
That's true. That wasn't enough to save the point. However, it was a fair one.
Yeah.
Nicki's on the ropes a little bit, but I have no doubt that she'll be back where she needs to be next year. The album actually ended up sounding pretty solid. And plus, the beef with Cardi is dead. Cardi's got her own issues going on right now with marital problems. So I can definitely see Nicki bouncing back for a big 2019. Jones, that one goes to you. Now, next up, we're talking R&B. This year has birthed a lot of new big stars. We had Ella Mai, we had H.E.R, we had Daniel Caesar, even Mariah Carey made a comeback. Like there's a lot of hot R&B popping right now. My question to KO, is this enough to say that R&B is back?
R&B is all the way back. Like R&B is because trap music been taking over so long. I've been waiting for a new genre of music to at least compete with it. And it's like R&B is like all the way back on the radio. You hear, like you said, Ella Mai, his name Jacquees, Daniel Caesar. You got SZA on the radio, heavy. You got H.E.R on the radio, ready everywhere. It's like it's getting back to the basics, and I'm loving it right now.
All right, Jones, is R&B back?
Thanks for taking my answer, but yeah, it's definitely back. It's coming back strong. I don't think like R&B was ever really gone. I think it was just kind of just hidden in the trees just a little bit. It was just waiting to make a comeback. I'm a R&B fiend. Like R&B is like, it shows your real talent. Sometimes, rap could get played out because you don't always have to have the most talented people. But if you sing, you got to be talented to sing. So, like, I don't think R&B is going anywhere. And then they mixing, combining R&B with trap music, hip hop. Like, hey, I'm here for it. So I like all the new artists that's out. Ella Mai, SZA, H.E.R got like how many Grammy nominations? She got
She's
5.
cooking. Yeah, it's up there.
She's killing. Like, come on now.
You almost had the point until you said R&B had never left. R&B was 100% dead. It had taken on a new form in the trap. You had Tory Lanez. You had Bryson Tiller, which is more of like a spin on rap and R&B combined. Those artists that we named, Daniel Caesar, H.E.R, Ella Mai, those are R&B, pure R&B artists. So the bounce back is real. I don't know how sustainable it is because you constantly need new faces. I think a group would be right on time about right now. But so that one has to go to KO. He's right. It's back. You almost had it though, Jones, but saying that R&B never left, the lie detector test determined that was a lie because it was dead in the water. It's back now though. I'm just waiting on some new John Legend personally. All right, next up, let's talk documentaries. We're going to YouTube for this one. Ton of documentaries hit this year. A lot of them came out of the QC camp. You had Little Baby's Preacher Man. You had the City Girls documentary. Nas did one. G Herbo had one that stood out to me. Good look, bad look, or no look hip hop documentaries, specifically on the internet like YouTube. KO.
Oh, it was KO this time. Okay.
Yeah, switched it up.
You switched it up on me. Oh, all right. I think the documentaries are dope because it lets you get an insight on the artist and everything. And why not do it? You have YouTube and everything to easily put it on and get your numbers up. You make money off of it, and I think it helps the brand.
Jones, are you watching out for these documentaries? Do people still look at them?
I think their fan base is looking at it. Do I personally care about these documentaries? No. I saw the QC one. It was straight. Like, I don't really care about the documentaries like that. I guess it is another platform for the artists, but like, spend some time in the studio. Come out with some hits. Like, I don't care about your backstory anymore. Honestly,
They already got hits though.
honestly, keep
It's
coming
seen
with
another
them,
side.
man. City Girls ain't got that many hits to be coming out with a documentary. You're not a legend yet.
That's true. I will say this one. This has to go to KO. I'm a huge fan of documentaries. I'll watch them on Netflix. I'll watch them on YouTube. I go down the rabbit hole on YouTube and watch all of the ones I just named in a row. I think it's a good look to get behind the scenes. However, to Jones's point, you get a behind the scenes look every day on Instagram to a certain extent. So you don't necessarily just need to drop a lot of money on documentaries. Luckily, they're easily to produce now. And you still, like you said, get a check off of those YouTube streams as well. You're not getting a check off Instagram.
It's all about revenue.
So, yes, KO, he's up 2-1. Jones is not looking good.
Let's go, Jones. Let's go.
Let's go. Now, you can still close out strong. Now, my next question is for you. We've got a lot of music come out in the fourth quarter. We've had a major rush of albums that dropped toward the end of the year. Now, if you remember, the year started off relatively slow with only drops from Nipsey and Cardi for about the first half until the summertime and heated up a little bit. Has this fourth quarter been better than the first 3 quarters of 2018, Jones?
All right, I'm going to dead this right now.
Ooh.
Yes, the fourth quarter is definitely the best. Meek killed it. It's over. Like, Meek ended the year how it was supposed to end. Great job.
There you go. Okay. Well, KO, was that Meek Mill enough to put the fourth quarter over the top?
Man, a lot of music came out in the fourth quarter. I feel like it's dope to come out fourth quarter because first quarter, that's when the big checks come, and they see how well you did in the fourth quarter. They're going to give you an even bigger check from the first quarter, in the first quarter to make another project. So you had Meek come out, you had Tekashi come out, you had Lil Yachty come out. It was just a flood of music, and it's just been dope for urban music all around. We just showed that we killed the game. All around, urban is taking over.
Yeah.
Nobody can stop us.
I've got to give this one to Jones simply because when referencing good music in the fourth quarter, you use Lil Yachty's album and you use Tekashi's album as a reference, which is not good music. So I have to give this one to Jones because he referenced that Meek, which is fire.
It was the best album. this year. To me,
That Meek was fire. It'll be on a lot of people's top 10s.
Absolutely.
So I've got to get that one to Jones to tie it up 2-2 in the clutch. All right, last question before we get Ghost. Speaking of album of the year, now you just kind of put your vote in there. Now there's a couple of albums that a lot of people are getting chatter about as being album of the year. You got Pusha T's Daytona, you've got J-Rock's Redemption, Nipsey Hussle's Victory Lap, J. Cole KOD. Now I'm gonna start with Jones. Album of the year. Are any one of those four? Which one has the best case to be album of the year?
I mean,
or any album that not named of those four.
I mean, if I'm gonna go with those four, just off of like hype from the Grammys, I guess Nipsey's. But I definitely was a fan, even though he's gonna say the production wasn't well. J. Cole lyrics was killing. I love J. Cole's lyrics, but I guess the Grammy spoke, so let's go with Nipsey.
Okay, which one of those KO do you think has a better chance of being album of the year?
Okay, so culture-wise, Nipsey, I feel like that was the best put-together album. Production-wise, it seemed like he put his all into it. J. Cole might have could have did it, but the production was lackluster, so I put Nipsey on top. He put one on for where he from, Compton? He put one on. Long. He from Compton, right? Crenshaw. Okay, yeah, he put one on.
One of them.
He put on for his city, and I think he represented well.
Okay, now let me ask you this. Is it the fact that even Pusha T is mentioned and he only had 7 tracks on his album, is that an accomplishment in itself?
I would say so, yeah. Pusha T's I guess you could put him in the legend category.
Oh, wow.
You put Pusha T in the legend category?
Yeah, he's been out for a while.
Yeah, he has been.
That's true.
Like he got some clout under him. But yeah, I'm definitely still sticking with Nipsey on this.
All right, I've got to go Nipsey Hussle as well. That was easily one of my favorite albums of the year. And the fact that he released early in the year and it's the end of the year and people are still talking about it and holding it in the place that they have held it, that's a hard thing to do when everybody else came after you. So you got to give Nipsey props. Jones was the first one to bring up the Nipsey. She gets the show, 3 points to 2. All right, almost 3-peat for KO, not quite.
Almost.
Jones pulled it out in the clutch. Now, Jones, you got some words. Leave us off with something.
Yeah, follow me at Chris Play Jones. Everything that I'm doing, I got a lot of stuff coming up. And follow me on all platforms. I'm out.
There it is. That was another episode of With That Being Said, Jones is the champ. We'll see y'all next time.